me set my mood. Bam. Okay, I struggled. I completely struggled yesterday to the point that I just said the heck with it. I ain't even want to do no more. But while I was on, somebody asked, can I title this? Let me see. Flip, mute, hide, live video, lighting, chat, community moderator. I don't want to. All right. Well, try to knock this out. It's kind of big. It's kind of small. What's going on, Nolan? Hey, what are you drawing? Okay, yesterday I did this live. It didn't come out right. So, but while we were on the live, somebody made a request. They said, "Can I draw Vega, Vegeta?" So I said, "Well, let me look him up." And I said, "Okay, maybe I'll try that one." It's an anime. Now I'm not an anime artist, but I figure I can knock it out. We'll see how I go. So, is this? Are you interested in anime? For whatever reason, I can see good today. I like and subscribe to you. Thanks, Haley. Haley. Thank you, thank you. And tell anybody else that likes art to subscribe. Trying to get my viewers up, and once I do that, maybe I can move towards monetization. I think this is going to be easy. This is going to be a piece of cake. Now, like I said, I'm not an anime artist, but my perspectives is always off. You see how big these legs are, and then I draw this upper body, then I draw this arm, and then the head is not going to fit. So let me try. Here I go again. All right. I'm going to start from the head. Let's just get a little piece of where the head can be. Let's say if this was the head, and this was the arm. And this was the body. Then I just might not get the whole leg in. But As long as I can get enough in from a man to be happy. Well, I don't know. It could have been a woman that asked me to draw the Vega. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how we get what in and whatever else in. But welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. How long have I been an artist? Um, all my life. When I first started drawing, I started drawing superheroes for trying to get my superheroes on Marvel Comics. So guess what? Now that I have social media, I'm gonna put those out. I might draw this hero named Gizmo for y'all, maybe this week or next week, and introduce them or whatever. If anybody's into superheroes or whatever else, but um, I have been drawing. Please pick me. What do you mean pick you? I'm not really used to going live, so you gotta tell me what that means. But oh my God, how long you been drawing? Okay, so I'm just trying to let me see some names. Let me shout some names out. Let's see. It's the paper that's why I can't. Let me see. Okay, now. Okay, we got Nolan in the house. We got Malarvala, Saddam Hussein, Saddam Mustache. Can you draw Saddam Hussein? If you want me to, I sure can. Or I can sure try. I could try this week. After you finish, can you sketch me? If you send me a picture, I can. Or at least try. What's up? Obey Too Dope. Obi Too Dope. And Ivy Life. And Mari Velasquez almost have the same name. So yeah, I thank you all for coming. Like I said, please subscribe. I'm gonna get busy on this, and I'm gonna look up every now and then and see if anybody else is in the room, and we're gonna, chit chat. And my computer's not working. Okay, there we go. And usually with I don't know if you, my drawings usually take about hour and a half. So if you want to hang around, if you want to take off, pop back in. Um, ASMR. Can you do ASMR? It. I. I am not up on all the the lingo, so you got to explain that. I'm gonna tell you what. Here's my email. spitz 1969 at Gmail. If you want me to draw a picture of you, or if you got a challenge for me, you can say that. I saw somebody say Saddam Hussein. I guess that was Saddam's mustache that said that. Whatever it is, I'm up for the challenge. And I'm capable. So we'll see how this goes. And then we'll take it from there. So let's begin. I'm gonna just probably just kind of draw it in my own style, but so some things might look a little exaggerated or whatever else, but we'll see how it goes out. Like I said, I'm new to anime, so I might not nail it just as you want it right off the bat. It might take a couple of times of drawing it to get it, to really get an understanding. Like I see this is more of a curve. And a hook. Everybody on the left already? All right. Please, can you draw a cat? Yeah, I can draw a cat. I sure can. What's your username on Roblox? I'm not on Roblox. I think my daughter's on Roblox, but I'm not on Roblox, and I don't know her username. I will have to ask her. look like that might be it. I'm gonna exaggerate the leg muscle. All right. Now I don't have a title up here, but I guess it's one of these anime characters, Vegeta. Whoever he is, somebody likes him because they asked me to draw him, so I'm okay with that. All right. So far, so good as far as I can see. All right, so I'm gonna start with some color because it looks like he has a blue outfit on. And I know I said it yesterday, and it turned out a little weird, but I guarantee I can get this. I guarantee. And I can't remember who asked for it, but if he doesn't, you know what? I tell you what, I'll send you a copy of my drawings as I draw them, especially whoever said cat. I'm gonna try to do this every day, so always kind of tuned in or whatever else. But we're gonna try the cat. Um, we're gonna try the cat tomorrow, maybe like a cartoon cat. The reasons I draw a lot of cartoons is because like if I draw something like real detailed, I'm not gonna get it done in an hour. I'm not. So I try to do it this way so I can just get it done, and then you can see the end results because YouTube takes like 24 hours to print it up and all that other stuff. So, all right, maybe y'all can see how it's coming around. Can get a little red. Is this red? Oh my eyes! This is watermelon, but that might work. Okay, so we almost there. I gotta get color for his shoes, and then the white, which is already white, so that kind of helps. And then looks like, let's see. I like that you check your comments. Well, thank you. What's my username? Okay, I already read that. You in the chat. I'm not sure. I don't know how to use all this live. I just started using it. I don't know what super chats and all that other stuff is or whatever. So it might take a little time for me to get there. Just add different things to help when it's time to shade. And then I don't want to overdo it because I still got to put some detail in it. But yeah, this is Vegeta. Anybody that wants to know that doesn't know, there's my rag. This is the longest people that stayed in the chat. Usually y'all pop in and be like, all right, I'm out. Come holler at you later. But not, it's like when I look up to talk to somebody, now I got somebody to talk to. What are you drawing? I wish I knew how to put the title of this live up so you guys could see it, but it's a Vegeta. He's an animated superhero. That's probably the best I can tell you. So let's see what we can do here. And I'm using pastels. I like drawing with pastels. I really do. Of course, the leg is a little exaggerated, but that's okay. One of the problems I ran into yesterday was the fact that this pencil sharpener, what? Let me show you. This pencil sharpener, it's like an electronic one. The hole is too small for the pencil. And this little cheap thing, every time I turn it, I end up breaking part of the pencil off. So, and anybody that has familiarity with drawing, you realize that you need a sharp point. So what I might have to do is jump in with some other kind of pencils that I'm not used to drawing with, but they might get the job done. They really might. Yeah, this might be a little easier for me because I like drawing uh, like Marvel figures and stuff like that. So let's get some of that blue down here. And this one might not take me that long because I like your drawings. Thank you. You need that's what I have. That hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out. That's what I have. Look at this. The pencils that they sent me. They had two pencils left on Amazon, and the pencils they sent me don't even fit the sharpener. So I've been trying to use this little knife, but if you press too hard with the knife, it cuts the edge off. So we'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do. That's one thing about me. I figure out things, and I just make it work. I make it work the best I can. So right now, I want to make sure I just kind of get the body in, and maybe y'all might be interested in this more than usual because maybe I'm drawing the wrong thing for your interest because you guys are hanging around, and I really don't think it's going. Well, it might take a little bit because I want to make it nice since I got everybody here checking it out and giving me thumbs up. You can send it to me. Okay. All right, Nolan. I love your videos. I don't remember who the person was, but I'm gonna stay on live for a little bit and let that person show up. See, what happened was the live that I had, right? Once the live was once I had the live, I had to edit it. So I caught myself downloading it and accidentally deleted it. So all the comments and everything is gone. So I don't really know who it was that asked me to draw it for him. But Nolan, I will send it to you if that person does. Well, you know what? It's just a drawing. You can have the original, and maybe I'll send. Well, I'll wait for them. I'll give them first dibs for the original, and then if nobody claims it, or if the person don't claim it, and they can be honest and say, "Hey, it was me from yesterday," and if that's the case, then I'm gonna hook them on up. But if not, it's all yours. Now, I think the arm is bent a little bit more than what I gave it credit for. So I'm just gonna try to overcompensate. Does this guy have like powers that come out of his hands or something like that? Let's see. A car was me. A car. Okay, you want to see a car? One person wants to see a cat. I said a cat. You can take a screenshot of my profile. I didn't think of that. Hold on, let me do that now for everybody that I can see right now before I lose these. Okay. Uh oh. Uh oh. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. I think I'm messing up. Screenshot. Okay. And when y'all comment, I like to talk to y'all. And maybe I'll figure out how to do lives and bring people up where we can chat and everything else. But okay. I got a couple of screenshots. Now we're gonna keep on drawing. All right. I like this already. And I didn't want to I'm gonna tell you, I didn't want to draw a bunch of cartoons because I didn't set this for kids, but I didn't realize, older people or kids, I don't know who's of what age is really into this. I thought they wanted to see some like real shading and drawing and stuff like that, or I shouldn't say real, a different kind of shading and drawing. But if you like this, like I said, I'll just change up the flow of things. Electric sharpener. I might go to Michael's and see if I can get one with the bigger nozzle or something. Okay, so now I go into the areas that I have trouble with. So I'm going to use a sketch pencil just to make sure I get the perspectives right before I start getting kind of crazy with it. Because the face always has this detail. Like if I was to look at this, it's like this guy has a mouth right here. That's why I put that red there. It's probably a little smaller than that. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going this way. And we going this way. Hopefully those eyes aren't too big. And we coming down here. And then we going down here. First anime. What a challenge. I like this. I like this challenge. Challenge accepted. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is me as I grew up. I'll see I'm off a little bit. I'm off a little bit because the ear is way down here. Or the head is too far back. The ear is way over here. Oh, I'm way off. Okay. So anyway, I'll figure that out. But I grew up um, drawing what I see. The one thing that I learned how to draw that I didn't see was cartoons. So I start drawing cartoons, but the one thing I couldn't do is draw the background. For whatever reason, I always had trouble drawing from memory. So that was always a challenge for me. So, but as I got, as I practiced a little bit, then I got to the point where I could draw some things, but it takes me so long to draw things just out of my head because I really have to think of it, and therefore that it kind of takes a while. Let's see if we can get this right. See, I can't really draw it the way this is because my perspectives is not completely the same. I'm, I hope this head is not too big. Hmm. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so let's go right here, and let's go here. Let's go out there. Hmm. Let me see. I'm about to look back up at the camera and see who's still with me. Like I said, this can take a little bit, or I might can knock it out. We shall see. I don't think the perspective is going to be completely on. That's one thing as an artist I struggle with. My perspectives, it might be off just a wee bit, but it's a gallant effort. Like I said, this is my very first anime drawing. I used to work with this young lady who had that's when the what do you call those things? The Microsoft Surface was hot, and let's see, I like it drawn. Okay, am I missing anybody? Oh shoot. Okay, I am the only one here now. Well, thank you, thank you. Well, yes, you are. Sorry, I have to go. I will come back in a little bit. All right. God bless you. When you come back, we'll be in the groove. And I'm okay with people leaving. I think it's coming out pretty good. All right, it looks like that's coming out pretty decent, pretty decent. There's a little pencil sharpener. Okay, welcome back. I'm here too for a while. D Wiz, what's up? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you're supporting. D Wiz, if you got a drawing you would like to see drawn, I'll get to it this week. So far, I had a request for a cat, a car, and Saddam Hussein, which I'm gonna try because I like a challenge. Most of my drawings are kind of cartoonish, and I might be repeating myself because people come in and out, and I want to make sure that okay. So I want to get me a lighter blue. See, I don't have the navy blue that this thing calls for, but I'm gonna go with a lighter blue. Okay. Okay. Nice to have everybody who's still rocking with me. I don't know if this is the best blue though. I don't know if it's the best blue. Can I find another blue that can mix with this a little bit better? Let's see. That's more of a grayish blue. That's more of a, let's see. I don't have too many choices. It's more of a light blue. Maybe that one and that one. Maybe I'll use that one and that one. That's the good thing about these chalks. If it's not too dark, or pastels rather, if it's not too dark, you can kind of go over it. But it's kind of always best to build up. Draw my, let me see what it say. I don't see it. It just say draw my. I'm here too, looking for a while. Glad to have you here. What do you guys do? What do you guys do on YouTube or in life? Anything? I can't say anything interesting because everybody's interesting, but anything you want to share? Let's try this color. I don't like the way that color blends. I actually just like this color best, but this kind of like captures the muscles. Okay. I'm just keep looking up at the camera in case somebody come in or in case one of y'all say something and you're looking for a response. So I'm gonna do it like this. This brings in my style just a little bit. It's hard to draw on top of it. And like I said, if you have to go, it's quite all right. I'll holler at you later. No harm, no foul. I appreciate the company. And that's what I'm doing it for. Trying to get maybe some drawing fans up. If anybody likes my style. Trying to get some commission work. Right now I'm just doing like little drawings for free. But like somebody might want something on a t-shirt or something like that. That's when I'll have to really just charge. But yeah, this is kind of easy. I think I can dig with this. He's the only superhero that I've seen who tucks his shirt in his pants. Anybody notice that? Profile. Let me take a screenshot. Let me take a screenshot. Uh-oh. Hold on. Draw my profile. Okay. Maybe I can get to that. If I can save all these chats, then I can take time to go back over them and see what everybody is saying. I don't mind trying to draw anything because that would keep my channel going by just accepting challenges. But this is easy. This is easy. I got this. I got this. I got this. This is easy right here. I'm talking all this junk, but then I turn around and mess up. But until I mess up, this is easy. I keep breaking this little chop down. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. If I can just get up to what? Y'all know anybody else that likes these kind of drawings or just drawing? Tell them to subscribe to my channel. And in order to try to start getting monetized, where I can actually just do this, I need 500 subscribers. And right now, I only got about what 250. I picked up a few last night. I only got about 250. But if I can get to 500, then the sky's the limit because I can do a lot more because I have a lot more free time. Now, I don't know if anybody's interested in actually learning with these pastels, but I can tell you one thing. When you start at the bottom, like I'm doing, it tends to mess up the picture and you find yourself going back over it because you got to go up here and then that smears the stuff at the bottom. It really does. And I know better, but I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it again. All right, so it's coming together. It's coming together. It's coming together. I'm going back up here to these muscles and see if I can get down with these a little bit. Really trying to sharpen these pencils. They struggle. I'm in Georgia. Okay. What part of Georgia? D Wiz? I got family in Georgia. They're in Savannah. I went to see them for the first time because my daughter she was going to go to one of them schools down there. But my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, they're all in Savannah, Georgia. And I got somebody in Atlanta. So I don't know. Albany. I don't know. Is that close? What's your favorite thing to draw? Or do you like to draw random things? For you, okay. So hold on. So yeah, Albany. Let me know how far Albany is from Savannah. And my favorite thing is to draw cartoons, not animation, but I might get into them because I kind of like this. I'm glad somebody asked me to draw it because now I see what it's like. I used to be like, oh, they're complicated, but it's probably complicated to draw animation. That is it animated? What are these characters called? Anime. Anime. I thought it was a little complicated to draw anime because of maybe the term animation threw me off. And maybe they're two different things, but anime to me is just like a different version of superhero. They say that it's just the way, well, they don't say, but it. I always thought that anime was just a technique that, and I don't want to sound weird like that, but I'm just going to say it, that I thought was like created through the Asian culture. So I thought that was like their own kind of superhero style. I guess you could say it that way. And without doing it, I guess I thought it was going to be difficult, but it's not really difficult at all. Really. Let me see. Let me get some color in here now. Okay. Gotta get some more of this peach. Because now it's time to get some detail on this R. And I gotta get some brown. And that's the darker brown. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lay that brown for the darker brown. You see how everything is kind of like shading, and if you don't do things carefully, then this color gets into that color, and then you gotta try to overwhelm this color, and then I try to do it with my fingers, and then don't really work out that well. But you gotta remember that when you're doing this kind of stuff. So what I'm about to do, I'm gonna take a like a 30-second break, and I'm gonna go wash my hands, spraying hands. Go wash my hands so I can blend a little bit better. Be right back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wet this rag too. All right. Okay, so looking at it from a little distance, hmm, looks like the torso might be a little too big, like fat. I know I made the legs big purposely to kind of exaggerate it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to bring that in just a little bit and then bring it out. So I use these pictures as reference, but not exact. Yeah, that might be all right. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go in here and get this the same color so we can get this color part out of the way. and will be a little more freer to work on the arm and everything else. Even if I have to color it upside down, I don't know. That muscle looks a little off too. I think I'm my worst critic. I'm about to look back up at the screen just in case somebody's talking. I think I'm my worst critic because I look at my stuff and I'll be like, I can do better than that. And I think right now for this YouTube stuff, I'm rushing. So I can probably do better than that. My perception when drawing is horrible. I have no confidence in my drawing, especially people. Well, let me tell you something. My daughter, she's starting to draw. And I've been trying to teach her a little bit. And she has this ability that she can capture things in her head a lot stronger than I can. And she just puts it out there from her brain. Sometimes she'll look at things, but she can do it without looking at things. What's my whole point for saying that? I'm kind of saying that you train yourself, train your brain, work at it. Um, Sometimes I would do, and this is why I do the quick, and I'm trying to do the quick because I know people are looking and they might, get bored if they just see me really doing detail. So what I might do for the stuff I want to do a little more detail, I'll do it off live and just, have several projects going at once and then just post and then you can see the detail, speed it up. But, for this right now, I don't want to sit there and do every nook and cranny because as nice as it would look, somebody might be like, "Whoa, this is taking too long." Then they don't want to hang around. So I'd rather you hang around and just kind of see things moving a little quicker. Maybe do something detailed, on my own. It's more of a shadow. It's more of a shadow. I have to bring in because it's more like his shirt. Yeah. So I mean, I skip a lot of the detail for the sake of the viewers, so y'all don't get bored. Y'all can see things coming together. And sometimes, I guess when I want to get detailed, like this is my first time drawing and talking with people. I've never done that before. I'm usually just in my own zone with my music and everything else. But because of, let me see, you should get a second camera to face down on your table. Not that I don't like looking at you, but to get another view, I'm turning my phone upside down to see. Oh, you talking about a camera to go from the back? It's a camera phone though. That's the only thing. So if I do it that way, I can't do a live with it. But I can tell you what I could do on the maybe on the playback when I go and work on editing the videos and stuff. I can turn them and do it from that perspective if you guys would like to see them. I did that before, and I guess I didn't know how people will respond because then you get so used to doing things one way and then you see it another way and you say, oh, wait a minute, that looks off. And it might not be off, but I get what you're saying. Unless I do it at night, wait till my daughter go to bed or my wife go to bed and use their phones. But you guys might be in bed by then because this family stay up late watching TV and all this other stuff. So sorry about the perspective. Let me see. How's that? That better? It's a gift. I'm trying to read some of the. I'm trying to look at the chat too. Let's see. My perception. Okay, there it is. Especially in DWizard. No, it's not really good. Yeah, anime. Okay. All right. So yeah, here we are. You see, I'm working up to the. Oh, I broke the doggone lid just that quick. I'm working up to the. Oh, that gets me in there a little bit. To the head. The details in the face. I might have to use a different pencil. But okay, let's work on his arm for a little bit here. I'm digging the arm, but for whatever reason, it don't seem as muscular, or it seem too long, or something. But I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep drawing it. We'll see. It just seemed like something's off. Anybody see something off, even though you're looking upside down? Let me see if there's anything new. Okay, all right. It seems a little off to me, but I'm not gonna ball this one up like I did the other one. Mm-mm. It is what it is. It's gonna be. That's little cross hatches and stuff. It, I think the color is what makes it that anime style. I'm not really sure, but it's time to get on in here and see what we can do with this mouth. Oh yeah, let's see if I can use that little shade. Take it this way, that way. Get some white in there. And again, like a dummy, I'm working from the bottom to the top. So every time I put my hand down, I end up smudging something. But again, we'll see what we can do. No, don't ball it up, please. Nope, I'm not gonna ball it up because I think I promised it to somebody. See how dark that brown is? I'm gonna get rid of that dark brown. We're gonna get rid of that dark brown. That's only gonna be used for a few accents. That's it. Oh, there it is. Sometimes I use that brush because the brush is not so harsh. Okay. So this is going this way and this is going that way, which means this is going this way. Okay. So if I did that, let's just say, looks like the head might be a little bit bigger. Let me take a break. Come on back down here. Yeah, fight a little fire with fire. I put it on so thick that it's not taking the black too well. So what I'm gonna do, the areas that black is supposed to go into, I'm gonna do this with the eraser so the black can take a little bit better. Went down a little too far. Maybe that'll help. Definitely. Yeah, I put this on thick. Thick, thick. Okay. Well, I tell you what, D. You done hung out with me for so long. I'm gonna get this one to you. If the person that asked me to do the anime is following me, then they'll see the anime on my channel, and therefore, we can deal with it that way. But you've been hanging out with me for a while now, so you can have this. You can have the snapshot, or you can send me your address, and I'll actually send it to you. I don't know how this chalk will do in the mail though. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and send you the JPEG or something like that. Now, was it this color? Yeah, I think so. I don't think it was that color. It's this color. Okay. Then y'all gonna let me mess up. Love the art, amazing art. Okay, Angel Hernandez, you amazing work, dude. God bless you. Hope you subscribe so you can see more and come in and talk to me, keep me company while I'm working. I appreciate all y'all, really I do. And we really just getting started. I honestly, so on me, I'm gonna put this over here even though it don't belong. On me, I've been drawing all my life, right? But then I got into making music and all this other stuff, and I was doing cartoons, and then I put the drawing down. Not because I didn't like drawing, but I just found other interests and was like, well, I'm not doing nothing with it. I'm not a famous artist or nothing like that, even though I got some real cool stuff, I think. So, um, I don't think I've been drawing for about 10 years. And I've been putting so much stuff up on YouTube. I said, what about my drawings? I wonder, because, I do ministry, I do hip hop music, I do spoken word poetry and stuff like that. And some people like it, but I don't get like a great response. So I said, well, I'm trying to find my niche. Maybe we'll try drawing. And I got more of a response from my drawings. People seem to like it. So I just kept on drawing. So it's literally been about a week. Just put some on Facebook, and then um, people say, "Oh wow, you draw good." I said, "Oh really? You like that, huh?" So then I started drawing. I said, "If somebody likes it, then it's probably worth doing." And I'll find my social media niche, because I guess when you find your social media niche, if you're really trying to stand out, you want to do something that you're very good at that nobody else is good as what you do. Everybody's great at something, but the thing is, God gives everybody a uniqueness that is called your diversity, and it's something that nobody else can do except you. Nobody can. Everybody can do it, like anime. If I draw this right, then all of a sudden I can draw anime. So they don't have the market cornered as far as who can draw anime, but there is a point where you can turn around and say, but nobody can draw anime in my style. And if you ever seen some of the famous artists, like if you look up Vincent Van Gogh, I learned about them when I was small, and Monet and Manet. If you look them up, then you'll realize that I can draw them lily pads, I can draw them swirly lines, but you might can, but you can't draw it like them. And that's what makes them different. That's what puts that signature stamp. See, this is the problem with not having a good lead. So like for these details on the face, you really can't get it the way you want it because you don't have a sharp pencil lead. So I'm trying to get this as sharp as possible without breaking it. Okay, let's see. I'm really starting to like this, and I probably should have tried this Long time ago. Anime. Okay. That don't look too bad. That look like that almost can beat it. Let's see. Is that Yep, it is. Another amazing artwork, dude. Yes, it is. Were you here with me yesterday, Cleveland? Does that say Cleveland? I can't really tell. Let me see. No. Salandra? My eyes is bad. My eyes is really bad. So Ciela, I can't see it. But the one that says is that Vega? Yes, it is. And I'm asking you, were you here with me yesterday? CC, that works for me. Were you here with me yesterday, CC? No. Okay. Because somebody asked me to do this as I guess a little challenge, and I agreed. So I was hoping that they would come today. It can't be too bad, right, CC? Because you knew what it was. Oh, thank you, CC, for tuning in. Did you subscribe with me? If not, please do. Then I can have some company while I'm drawing some more company. So, like I said, this can't be too bad. This is my first time drawing anime. But it can't be too bad because as soon as you tuned in, you asked, what's that so and so? So, obviously, it's a little visible to say this could be on the right track. Like we on the right track. Try to do it from the side. Maybe I can sharpen my pencil as I'm doing it. That's really what I'm trying to do. Sharp. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's all I need to keep on going. Hope that eye ain't too big. I might look a little too big. We shall see. Yep, first time drawing anime. Somebody asked me to draw it, so I said I'll try it. And here we are. Trying to figure out this ear because I think I did the face off a little bit. Well, I ain't no thinking. The face is off a little bit. And I'm sitting here erasing with the blue side of the marker. But I think we'll get it. We'll get it. Or we'll get it the best we can. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can capture this. This is like this. And this ear looks like it's about right there. That's close. That's pretty close. And then this looks like it's hidden right there. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Okay. I don't want that to touch though because it's not really touching. Okay, so that goes up maybe like right there. This curves here. I'm gonna try it this way. said hi. It's very good. Thank you. Hold on. Let me see who's in here. That's bad, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. You're doing really good for your first time drawing it. Thank you, CC. Jan Shua. Hi, Jan Shua. Thank you, Jan Shua. Oh, it looks good on camera. Just looking at the camera, it looks good. It looks a little different in person. It don't look bad though. Not at all. Just different. But I like it. That's what really counts. Cause anybody that was with me yesterday, I saw my last video about the frustration. I sat there and I balled up um, the picture I did yesterday. I was doing like a not a Bratz, a Betty Boop type drawing. And I say type drawing because not really, but a Betty Boop type drawing, and it just wasn't coming out right. So I got mad. I got mad and did away with it. Okay, now we're gonna move to. I'm gonna get this head in here. Hope I'm making it. I think his hair goes out a little bit more. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. I ain't gonna sweat it that much. Okay, so I want to get some shading in now. I'm gonna get some shading in. It's already got a little shading from the hand rubbing against it and all that stuff. And I think it gives it a little texture, so I'm not gonna mess with that as much. But I do need another pencil. I need a pencil with a better eraser. Give me a second. Oh, I found some more pencils. Man, I went in looking for one thing, came out with another. Okay, so his head is too big. Now that I'm looking at him from a distance. Am I gonna change it? I doubt it. It's too much to change. But I see his head is too big. And I found some better pencils. Oh, this is perfect. And it's smaller. So it's gonna fit the pencil sharpener. Not that perfect. Perspective is everything. So yeah, okay. Let me try to clear out some of the eyes. Maybe I'll try to figure out how to spray it with something. Let's see, is that the oil-based pastels or the chalk-based? This is the chalk. I don't know if you're still in here. This is the chalk, CC, but everybody keeps asking me, so I'm thinking about trying it with the not this one, but just trying oil base. I thought I tried it before, and I was so used to smearing and stuff with my hands that it didn't do that well. So I didn't do it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and look online, and that way I can see the proper way to use them. Cause I got this neon picture. It's one of my logos, and I guess his hair is purple. I don't know, or maroon. Let's try this one. I'm gonna put this on light. I'm gonna eventually go back heavy, but I think I'm gonna put this on light so I can add a darker color to it, and the pencils can go over it the way they need to. You know who you get hair like? You ever seen A Year Without a Santa Claus? Heat Miser. His hair is black. Not on this picture. All right. On this picture, it's toned up. You know what? That's wrong. I can see it now. This is up too high, and it's not out wide enough. And maybe this one's not out wide enough. See what happens when I keep messing with stuff. Then all of a sudden I keep changing it and keep changing things and keep changing it, and I see what's wrong with this. This ain't coming down correctly. I don't know if I want to keep messing with it though, because if I mess with it too much, then I ain't gonna say to the trash it go. I'm not gonna be happy with it. So let's see if I can get it right. Maybe this one's a little bit bigger. It still look like it's coming out the same though. I don't really like the way it's hitting. Not really sure what I'm doing wrong yet. Let's see. It works. Trunk. Trunks and his son has purple hair. You can call him Trunks. All right. Yeah, I don't like it, but if you say it works, then I'm gonna stop trying to play with it. I always say I'm my biggest critic. But like I said, if you guys like it, I love it because I'm doing it for y'all. I wouldn't even I just would have looked at anime and kept on going. So this is for y'all. Hey, this is terrible. Maybe these hey, I said I ain't drew in about 10 years, so maybe the problem is these pencils just sit around too long and it got brittle and everything else. Yeah, this ain't working at all. Let's see. Get it back down. Let's kind of go straight up like that, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna change it no more. It's a little off, but I'm not gonna change it no more. I can see it's a little off. But let me get this purple in here. And then I'm gonna add some black too. So for everybody to say, no, it's not purple. On this picture I'm looking at, it's purple. All right, let me get that peach back in there. Okay. It's not too bad though. It's not doing too bad. It's not doing too bad. All right. So I need a let me see. Oh, I'm either gonna use purple and red or I'm not. And I think I'm gonna use this darker. Did I use this one already? I'm gonna use this one before I go to black. All right. Then I'm gonna go in with the black. Then I'm gonna go and start shading his face. What's time in? We had a minute 23, hour 23. Let's see. Anatomy is weird, so it's not your fault. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for shifting the blame. I appreciate that. Much love, much love. So what I'm gonna do, so everybody can know where I'm going with this thing, I'm gonna fill in some of the hair. Then I'm gonna go into the shading and the details with the glove and the boot, and then we're gonna finish off with the hair, and then we're gonna be done. Let me see. So we're gonna look at some of this black. What did I say? Year Without a Santa Claus. Did I say who he remind me of? His character named Heat Miser. You gotta look him up. I might draw him. I might draw Heat Miser. I like him. He'd be like, I'm too much. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. If anybody don't remember that, they didn't really experience Christmas. I don't care how old you are. All right, get some of that black in there, like that. Okay. Now, mind you, some of it I'm freestyling, so I can't turn around and say, well, it don't look like that. I think when I start freestyling, that's what I mean when I say put my own spin on things where You say, wait a minute, that's an anime, but that looked like something that Sam drew. That's my real name. Anybody didn't know, Sam. Uh, I perform under a couple of names, right standing, show you righteous, and that's when I'm doing my Christian hip hop and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go like this. And then where's that other color at? Thank y'all for staying with me this whole time. I appreciate you. I really do. It's a lot of dark in his head the way I'm looking at it. So I don't know. I may have to go in with a crayon or something because I don't like what this is doing. I don't like what this is doing. But we'll come back. Let's try to go into the face a little bit more. All right. So I need this color. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna go this way, this way, like that. A little around the ear. Mm-hmm. We're gonna come down here. Looks like it's taking a little shape. Okay, let's see if we can blend a little of this without doing too much. The secret is trying not to grab too much of the any black that's on here because if so, you're gonna find yourself continuously blending. And Lord knows we don't want that. And I'm trying not to grab none of the blue. All right, let me get a little. There's a little peach. All right. Now with the shading, the hair looks even more awesome. Are you serious? Okay. No. I'm gonna try to work on it a little bit more, but I'm gonna go with this consensus, and it might just be the difference between me looking at it directly and you looking at it on video. But like I said, like the picture I tore up yesterday, and I watched myself on video tearing it up. I said, wait a minute, this don't look too bad. It's too late though. Once I get through, maybe I'll show y'all the picture that I was drawing from. Then we can make a comparison. Okay, let's see. Hope I don't mess this up. Thanks for sharing your art. You are quite welcome. I'm going to sleep, but I subscribe, so thank you. I appreciate you. A little outline always makes it better. We almost home, y'all. We almost home. Let's try to sharpen some more. Trying to go get me a better sharpener tomorrow. Okay. Actually, I can use another pencil for this part. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. All right. For whatever reason, dark border lines brings everything together. And I do mean everything. Looking for my got to keep remembering to use this brush. Got one person in here. I'm not knowing who's in here, but thanks for being in here. I appreciate you. I knew I shouldn't have did it. Doggone finger. All right. Sometimes you gotta leave well enough alone in certain areas. That's the detail. That's the detail. I'm gonna get off that hair for a minute. The hair is bothering me, but I'm gonna leave it alone for a minute. I'm gonna work on this glove now. Okay, so the glove is white, but I need a gray. Gray. This gray. That's green. Let's get a gray. Here's a gray. All right. This gray is not the gray. This gray almost look a little dingy. Okay. Look at that boot. All right. So this boot looks pretty simple. They got on some wing tips or something. I don't know. See how I outline the shading just a little bit? It gives it a little dimension. I don't even know what words I'd be using sometimes. A little dimension. Mm-hmm. You get all this extra stuff. Okay, let me do a little dusting. We almost fit. Uh-oh. He probably like, yo. I think it turned out pretty good myself. I think we through. I don't know who's the last person here, but thanks for coming. What do you think? I think it's all right. I think it turned out pretty good for my first time out. Did I forget? No, I didn't forget the other ear. I think we through. God bless you. Um, I'll be here tomorrow. I'm not sure what time it is. What time is it? About 9 o'clock. I'll be here tomorrow, hopefully, drawing again. Uh, please subscribe. And there we go. Let me do my stand up. Let me tap the screen. See if y'all can see that.